Hi everyone, my name is Molen Mkuze of Brendmo Chartered Accountants. Welcome back to Brendmo Business Hub channel, where we empower legal, medical and business professionals with practical accounting, tax and compliance tips. If you are running a law firm, today's video is tailored for you. So today I'm focusing on legal practitioners. We will be covering things like the top accounting and tax practice a legal firm must follow. We're also going to talk about how to manage trust accounts, which is very important, and how to ensure you are compliant with your local law society and tax authority. Very, very critical if you are running a legal practice. Okay, let's just get started. You can take a pen, tea, so that at least we can learn together. First of all, know your compliance landscape. Legal firms are held to a higher standard of financial accountability. In South Africa, you are governed by the Legal Practice Council, which is LPC. So in Zimbabwe, it's in another African country as well. In Zimbabwe, is the Law Society of Zimbabwe, which is the LSZ. So that means your accounting must align with both the professional rules, right? Like your trust account management rules. There are rules, certain rules that you need to follow, and also the tax laws from SARS or ZIMRA if you are in Zimbabwe. So which means you need to align with both of those. You are not only responsible for your firm's financial, but also for the client's funds held in your trust account. So let's talk briefly about how do you manage your trust accounts. This is one area where mistakes can actually end your career as a legal practitioner. Here's what you must do for your trust account records. Always ensure that you open a designated trust account. You must have a separate trust bank account titled under your firm. Never commingle trust and business funds, because that's a very critical rule that you would have broken, or non-compliance that you can do. You need to maintain a trust ledger. Track every client deposit separately. Include disbursements, interest and the remaining balance in your reconciliation. You need to always perform monthly reconciliation. You are legally required to reconcile your trust account every single month. Money that you transferred from the trust account to your bank account, they need to be reconciled. You also need to have annual audits. Submit a trust account audit to the LPC or LSC annually, done by a registered auditor. So this, you need to appoint a registered auditor like Brendmo. So please note that late or missing trust audits could result in suspension or loss of your Fidelity Fund certificate. And also you need to also know that you need to operate accounts. You need to do what we call account best practice. Besides the trust account, you also need to keep a clean, well-managed business account for your firm's operation, for your growth. So the best practice includes issue tax invoice for every matter or a service that you render. Track your expenses by case, department or fee earner. You need to have a way of looking after your business and know the growth of your practice. Separate partner drawings from general expenses. You need to use a lot of accounting softwares that you can use. Ghost practice for law firms as well. There's that software. Some, if you are too small, you can still use Sage, just to make sure that you have an accounting software to help you in your practice. Also keep backups of all clients' contracts, clients' matters, court receipts, and filing fee payments. These are critical for tax and for audit support. So tax compliance in all this is very important, whether you are a sole practitioner or a huge firm where you have different partners, where here's what SARS and ZIMRA expect. They expect you to register for income tax and pay as you earn. Legal firms must be registered even before their first case. So you need to always pay your pay as you earn. is mandatory if you have employees or candidate attorneys within your firm. You also need to register for VAT. In South Africa, once you bill 1 million or more in 12 months, VAT registration is mandatory and is a requirement. You need to bill VAT separately and submit your VAT 201 returns bi-monthly if you are still below a certain threshold. Otherwise, when you hit about 40 million, I think you actually have to submit your VAT each and every month. Also, you need to do your provisional tax. Legal firm must submit IRP 5 returns twice a year based on estimated income for your practice. So for your retainer and advance, if you are receiving advance payments, only recognize income when earned, unless you are being taxed on cash basis, but we always do accrual basis, right? So recognize that income as your income once you actually earn it, you have provided the service. Otherwise, you are highly taxing yourself. So this is how Brendmo Chartered Accountants help legal firms like yours. We understand the unique financial landscape of legal practices. At Brendmo, we actually help attorneys do their monthly bookkeeping, payroll, and even their trust account reconciliation. We also help with tax planning for partners and directors, because we always have questions like, should I withdraw a salary or a dividend? So we help you with that tax planning. Your annual financial statements and audits, because you also have an audit division. We also advise on restructuring to reduce your tax liability. So whether you are running your own practice or managing a growing firm, our job is to ensure you are compliant and financially in control of your practice. Just in conclusion, we have spoken about how to manage your trust account with care and precision. We also have spoken about structuring your tax obligation proactively and making sure that you structure it properly, staying compliant with your law society and your tax authority. If you need help, reach out to us. We are your accountability partners for your legal compliance, your trust audits, and your financial growth. Why don't you subscribe to Brendmo Business Hub channel, share this video with a fellow legal professional, so that at least they gain insights and you won't miss out on future content that we always post on this channel. Until next time, lead with integrity and account with precision. See you in the next video. Thank you.